Today, we're talking about AEC Lorries. These magnificent machines left their impact on British lorry history, and we're ticking down our top 10. To kick things off, let's start with a lorry that laid the groundwork for AEC's success. Meet the Mercury, a true cornerstone of British lorry history. The Mercury was more than just a lorry. It was the foundation of the AEC lineup for nearly 5 decades. It debuted in 1928 as a medium-duty 4x2 vehicle intended to be an all-arounder. By the 1950s, it featured the now iconic Park Royal rounded cab, which many drivers grew to enjoy. Whether transporting goods throughout Britain or entering international markets, the Mercury became noted for its toughness. For some, it wasn't glamorous, but drivers appreciated how dependable it was. They could rely on it to simply get the job done. What really secured the Mercury's reputation was its versatility. It had a number of engine improvements over the years, including AEC's famed diesel engines to ensure it remained competitive. Its tiny design made it popular for handling tight urban streets, yet its strong construction handled rural roads with ease. AEC's emphasis on practicality and driver comfort guaranteed that the Mercury remained a popular choice in fleets, proving its utility as both a city lorry and a tough rural workhorse. From a versatile workhorse to a true heavyweight champion, let's change gears and talk about the Mammoth, a lorry that truly lived up to its name. It was introduced in 1930, along with its larger twin, the Mammoth Major, and set the standard for 8-wheelers. These animals were designed to withstand heavy loads, with some capable of carrying up to 15 tons. The 8-wheeler Mammoth Major Mark III, introduced in the late 1940s, became a regular sight, particularly after its tin front redesign in the 1950s. Even now, repaired Mammoths are a big attraction at vintage lorry rallies, thanks to their sturdy engineering that remains impressive decades later. The Mammoth line was distinguished by its innovative approach to axle configurations, particularly with the Mammoth Major 8, which had an 8-wheel layout capable of handling record-breaking payloads. It became a staple in industries such as construction and heavy goods transportation, excelling in jobs where dependability and capacity were critical. For many, the Mammoth represented the pinnacle of British engineering, a vehicle that could push through even the most difficult hauls without breaking a sweat. While the Mammoth ruled the roads with its sheer size, the Majestic made its mark in a very different way. A 6-ton normal control lorry represented a watershed moment in AEC's history, as the company began to prioritize contemporary, efficient engines. It wasn't the longest-lasting model, but its solid frame and simple design made a mark on the industry and demonstrated how serious AEC was about diesel innovation in the 1930s. The Majestic was innovative for its day, and it helped AEC adapt to heavier-duty lorries during a rapidly changing era. It incorporated brand-new innovations like overhead valve engines, which offered more power and longevity than prior versions. Though production halted in 1936, its influence on subsequent designs was evident. The Majestic cleared the way for AEC's more ambitious models, demonstrating that they could compete in the expanding market for dependable, diesel-powered lorries. Ever heard of a lorry that could do everything? The Monarch was everyone's vehicle. Its appeal stemmed from its all-around capability, whether it was moving products through London's crowded main streets or delivering vegetables from remote fields. The Monarch, first released in 1931, could carry payloads of up to 7 tons and was powered by either a bold new diesel engine or a dependable petrol engine. Drivers praised its constant performance, simple enough for regular use, yet dependable under duress. A wonderful classic from the golden era. From a jack-of-all-trades to a long-distance legend, the Mandator was a lorry that truly went the extra mile. Originally a medium-duty lorry in the early 1930s, it evolved in 1949 when the name was moved to more heavy-duty vehicles such as the twin-axle tractor. By the 1960s, with its ergonomic tilt cab and powerful 6-cylinder AV760 engine, it was a common sight on Britain's roads. However, not everything went smoothly. The ill-fated V8 generation demonstrated the challenges of innovation. Nonetheless, many who drove it cherished its pull feel and the sense of accomplishment it provided. The Mandator was also a popular choice among haulage businesses because of its adaptability. With its exceptional pulling ability as a tractor unit and rigid body vehicle, it could handle everything from congested urban routes to wide countryside hauls. The harder V8 models may have divided minds, but their distinct growl and unique performance characteristics continue to enthrall fans today. While the Mandator conquered the highways, the Marshall showed that sometimes simplicity and efficiency are the keys to success. Its original 1930s form was a heavy-duty 6x4 military vehicle. However, it was not until the 1960s that the Marshall rose to prominence in civilian fleets as a medium-duty workhorse. The second generation, with its ergomatic cab, suited to operators who want efficiency without compromising power. Whether hauling lower weights or taking on short-distance travels, the Marshall demonstrated that simple solutions can sometimes last a long time. The Marshall's versatility across industries helped it remain particularly relevant. With multiple configurations available, it may carry coal to local merchants one day and transport building supplies to a construction site the next. This multitasking capacity makes it indispensable for small businesses. The dependable engine options and simple maintenance added to its appeal, earning it a reputation as an economical, no-frills lorry that could punch well above its weight. The Marshall demonstrated that even in a crowded market, simplicity and dependability remained king. Now let's take a detour to the global stage where the Mogul proved that AEC could build lorries tough enough for the world's roughest roads. Built largely for export markets, the Mogul's normal control design distinguished it from AEC's range, which was dominated by cab-over types. This 4x2 model, designed to thrive in regions with rough roads, gained a loyal following in areas where rugged dependability was required. While not ubiquitous in the UK, the Mogul established a name for itself internationally, demonstrating AEC's ability to adapt excellently to global needs. The Mogul's main appeal was its practicality. It had a heavy-duty frame and sturdy suspension built to survive terrible road conditions, making it popular in regions like Africa and Asia where reliability trumped appearance. Exported with powerful diesel options and cleverly placed replacement parts, it quickly gained a loyal following among fleet operators looking for cars that could stay operating with minimal downtime. Despite flying under the radar in its home nation, the Mogul became a silent tribute to AEC's capacity to cater to a global market. No lorry list would be complete without the Matador, especially given its impressive wartime credentials. Designed as a 4x4 artillery tractor during World War II, the Matador served all over the world, hauling large cannons and transporting equipment over a variety of terrain. After the war, many military surplus Matadors found new lives as recovery lorries or lumber haulers. Later civilian variants, such as the 4GM4, retained its gritty attitude, making it a popular choice with historians and enthusiasts alike. What distinguished the Matador was its unparalleled adaptability. From desert battlegrounds to muddy European fields, it demonstrated its mettle in the most extreme conditions. Civilian operators also recognized this tenacity and repurposed ex-army Matadors for industries that required endurance, such as forestry and construction. Its simple mechanics made repairs easy, which contributed to their long-term success. Even today, aficionados respect the Matador for both its historical significance and its ability to tackle any road, or lack thereof. Following in the Matador's rugged footsteps, the Militant took things to the next level. AEC's heavy-duty, six-wheel powerhouse became a British Army stalwart, handling anything from troop transport to crane operations. Civilian versions carried the same DNA and were acclaimed for their sheer strength. Militant owners frequently discuss how this was one lorry that could take on anything: mud, snow, steep climbs. The Militant could handle it all. One of the Militant's most notable qualities was its impressive off-road performance. It was designed with military precision and features a sturdy suspension and high ground clearance, allowing it to navigate hazardous terrain. Many were modified with winches, increasing their utility in rescue and heavy-duty construction duties. Even decades later, repaired Militants are frequently seen in action at rally grounds and reenactments, reminding us of their incredible force and effectiveness. And finally, we wrap things up with the Mustang, a short-lived but innovative lorry that left a lasting impression with its unique design. This 6x2 twin-steer design, sometimes known as a Chinese 6, appealed to operators seeking a medium-weight option with increased stability. Though it was not as popular as the Mercury or Mammoth, it had a tiny but devoted following that admired its unique steering system and dependability. What distinguished the Mustang was its emphasis on achieving the difficult balance of weight distribution. This twin-steer system was more than just a gimmick. It provided exceptional handling even when the Mustang was fully laden. Its medium weight made it ideal for regional transportation, and it was frequently used to convey grain, coal, and similar industrial loads. Despite its brief manufacturing run, the Mustang left a legacy as a pioneering step in AEC's ongoing research and innovation in lorry design. Many of these lorries did more than just transport commodities. They influenced the journeys, livelihoods, and memories of many drivers. Whether transporting timber, furniture, or military equipment, these AEC vehicles left a history of inventiveness and dependability. The Mandator may be a personal favorite among those who have driven it, but each model has its own unique place in history. Don't forget to mention your favorite AEC model in the comments, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Until next time, thank you for joining us on this journey down memory lane.